So you want to use Nano Banana Pro, but you are a little confused about this link over here. And this API key is preventing you from using the Nano Banana Pro. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set this up, what this API key is all about, and talk a little bit about pricing around all this stuff. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm Harshit. And today, this video is specially for developers who want to use Google Nano Banana Pro inside their application. So with this said, with this context said, let's actually get started right into it. All right, so how do we actually get this API key now? So I'm on this GoogleAIStudio. You can go to it. You can directly search it on Google or just type aistudio.google.com. And over here, you see this dashboard icon, dashboard option. Just click that. And so this is a new fresh account. And if you also are on a fresh account, a new account, and you have never really accessed uh, AI, Google AI Studio ever, then you should get a similar interface. And this place over here lists all the APIs keys that I've got. Now, the one that you see right now is given up by Google, the default API key, but we are not going to use that. Instead, we are going to go to this projects option over here. I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to create a new project over here. Just give it some name. I'm going to call it API test, and I'm going to create this project. So we'll look at that. And over here, this API test project, I need to set up some billing configuration over here. So I'm going to click this, and this should bring up my Google Cloud Console. All right, so now you see we have got this $300 in free credits. So using Nano Pro, Google Nano Banana Pro is kind of free, at least until you use the available 300 free dollars. Okay, so just fill in this form over here, check this and agree to the terms and conditions. Now you need to set up this add name and address. So mine is a personal account, so I'm just going to say test organization over here. Legal name, let it be this. Street address, just fill in the form, save it. Now this tax information is optional. You may or you might not fill it. Then there is this payment method. Okay, and this is a mandatory option. So now let's just click the start free button. And so you'll have to add the payment information. So let me cancel this and let me add a payment method over here. I need to enter a card number. So let me get it. And now you can click on this start free button over here. So it says there is a one-time prepayment required. Your payment requires you to make a one-time $10 payment. Once this payment is credited to your account, you will also receive your free trial credits and your free trial will become active. The prepayment is refundable if you choose to close your cloud billing account. So I'm going to hit OK for now. All right, now next step is go to the linked billing accounts, and over here, and now this is kind of active, and you should see that I have not really spent anything. I'm recording this on 17th of December. So for this month, there hasn't been any cost that I have incurred. So this is my free trial account, and I shall be able to use the $300 worth of credit. Now you can go fancy, you can create a budget alert over here, like for every $100 you spend, you are going to receive an alert email or something of that kind. So you can of course do that. Now let's come back to this place over here and let me refresh this. Now I need to do this activate billing. Okay, so I think everything is set up. So now on this page, you will see that your free trial requires a prepayment. If you have already made a payment, it should be credited to your account within 24 hours. Let me choose this make payment over here and let's see what we get. This $10 will be required as a one-time prepayment, and I haven't really made this payment yet, so I'll have to make this payment now. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to hit continue and I'm going to say pay now. And now I should verify your MasterCard with a code you will find next to a temporary charge. Charge will appear in your card transaction. And I'm going to say get code. Alright, so I just received a message on my phone. So it should have been a prepayment of $10, but instead Google had sent me a message of $1.95. So I'm not sure how that happened, but yes, that should help me verify this. I'm going to enter this code I got and then I'm going to hit verify over here. Okay, so now I have made this payment successful. Okay, now this should go away. Let me refresh this. All right, so sorry folks, I received another message now and the $10 have been debited from my account. So now this should go away actually. Let me refresh this one more time. And yes, so you have a credit of minus $10. Now your last payment was on December 17 for $10. Now the important thing to note over here is once you are done and once you believe that you would no longer need this account, no longer you want to use it, or whenever you feel like closing the Google Cloud account, you will get your $10 back. All right, so this wasn't there earlier, but maybe because of high usages they have done this, so let it be. All right, so now if I go head back to my dashboard over here and let me refresh this, so it still says activate billing, but otherwise it should have taken me to my free trial. Let me hit this click link again. Let's see what I get. So it might take 24 hours, for the payment to be credited, but I already have, but I could see that payment. Anyways, let's get back and let me go to my API keys now. Let me hit this project. Let me hit create API key, name your key, test key, and over here I should get my project. I'm going to create the key. So my key API test key, my key for the API test project is now available. Now I should be able to use it. All right, so now we have created the key. Now let's get back to our dashboard and let's actually go back to my Google AI Studio. Okay, let me open a new tab. So let me go to Google AI Studio and let me try this Nano Banana Pro, and over here this link API key, I'm going to hit that and choose a paid API key. You have no paid project. Go to projects page. Nope. So it looks like the billing has still not been set up. Let me remove this project or remove this key. Go back to my projects and okay. So what we did not do was free trial status. So $300 credit and 91 days remaining. Activate your full account to get unlimited access to all of Google Cloud. I need to activate this over here. And once I do that, let me hit continue. And now my account should be active and it should be in the free tier. Yeah. So now you see I am in the tier 1 over here. So let me go back. Let me open the Google AI Studio again, and over here let me go back, and over here let me try this Gemini 3. Let me go to Nano Banana Pro link API key. I'm going to click this over here now, and I'm going to choose a project, which is this, and it should give me the key for that project. I'm going to select that, and now I will be able to use Nano Banana Pro. Now I need to type a prompt in order to just test it. So let's actually create a thumbnail for this video that we are just recording. So create a thumbnail for a YouTube video about how to set up the API key for Nano Banana, and let me hit enter. So I think it is working, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to send the request at all. So if you want, you can enable Google Drive, but I'm going to cancel and use temporary chat. And so this is the thumbnail that it has come up. Actually, it is good. Cool. So this is how you'll be creating your API key and then linking it, and then you'll be able to use Nano Banana Pro. So you have already deposited $10 with Google, but you have been charged for that, but you are not still consuming those $10. You are still consuming your $300 worth of free credits, and then you can, when you are done using your $300 of free credit, you can close this account and get back your $10. So this is how you can actually do it. All right, so we have got our first image using Nano Banana Pro. And if I want, I can also turn the resolution to 4K or 2K, and all the fancy options that I get over here, I can actually use all those things. All right. Next thing, we actually also need to track our usage, because we only have $300 of free credit. And if our usage goes beyond that, the $10 that we have deposited, money from that is going to be taken away. So we need to be serious about the usage. Although it is very cheap, it's not even going to cost you a few cents. It's going to be lesser than that, even lesser than a penny. But anyways, we need, if as and when our usage increases, we need to be careful about the billing. So for that, in order to track it, I'll go to my dashboard, and over here into my API keys, or maybe into my project, I can go to this place, this small little icon which shows a few bar chart. I can, click this, and it says view usage. So I'm going to click this button. And now if you see, this is the actual consumption that I did. Now, if you see, there have been like consumption of 16 tokens. Total API requests are 16. Okay, and the tokens also should be there. So if you see, there are 21 tokens that were consumed when I did my first interaction with Nano Banana. All right, so this won't actually cost me anything. I mean, if you go to my billing section over here, and there is no available usage data, so it can only come up in the next 24 hours. Until then, we don't really see any data over here. But even then, it won't be a complete dollar, it won't be a complete cent even. So just be mindful. It's, although it is highly although it is very less, but just be mindful about that. All right, cool. Now let us say, let's go back to my the actual place over here, and this is it. Okay, so this, we were on the temporary chat actually, and so I think I've lost that image that I created. Never mind, I can get it again. But so we deposited $10, and we need to get that back anyhow. Now, how do we do that? We are on a paid tier. We are on the tier 1, and all our requests are being tracked, and we are past $300 now. And I do not want to give up on my $10 of free, $10 of deposit that I made. Now, how do I get that back? So how do I do that? I go to my dash here. I'm going to go to my projects, and I'm going to delete this project over here. So I'm going to say remove. And over here, come to this usage and billing, come to billing, and then over here you will see that billing total reflects on Gemini API usages and open in Cloud Console. Let it load. Okay. So now how do I, come to this? How do I request a refund now? So I go to this payment overview, and over here I can see that I have got a credit of $10, and you won't be charged until there is balance due. Your entire $100 payment threshold is available. Why? I'm not sure why it is saying $100. But yes, let's say I'm past my free credit and now I do not want to consume this $10. I'm going to say I'm going to close down my account and get my $10 back. So I'm going to say request a refund. $10 is available for refund. You will be refunded to the original payment method, and I'm going to say submit. So your request has been received, and we will be notifying you when it is approved. Okay, so now I'll gradually get my $10 back, and meanwhile Google is preparing that request or processing that request. I'm going to come back to my billing account section over here. I'm going to go back to my billing account and choose this, and over here manage billing account, and then I'm going to do this close billing account. I'm going to type close here now. And it says your billing account is closed, reopen it to continue using linked projects. And also I've deleted my project. So if you see, I do not get any project name linked to this billing account. All right. So once you are done with your free credits, you can come back to this account section over here and delete the billing account, or maybe rather first request for a refund and then delete this billing account, and your $10 will be back into your account. But until then, it is a threshold. It is some kind of deposit that Google is holding back. Although I've seen a few cases where it is not mandatory, but yes, if until you don't really see free tier, you will have to make this deposit, and then only you'll be able to use Nano Banana Pro. But at a few places, in a few videos on YouTube, I've seen that people are able to use this just for free without making a deposit. I'm not sure why this happened to me. Alright, cool. So this was it for this video. I hope you liked it. You found some value, and maybe you will set up your Google account, your Nano Banana Pro Gemini account, all this thing. Alright, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, you have a good time. Bye bye.